Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alex Whitten. We're getting this breaking news coming to us from Alaska, where we're being told that Alaska Governor Sarah Palin has made the announcement just a short time ago that she will not be seeking re-election for a second term as the governor of Alaska. This news coming into us via Politico. Again, Alaska Governor Sarah Palin has told all her associates she is not going to rerun for election there as governor of Alaska. This would free her up to pursue a White House bid in 2012. Let's see what CNBC's chief Washington correspondent John Harwood thinks about this news. John, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us on the phone. Do you think that is what's behind all of this?
I think at a minimum, Sarah Palin's preserving her options to run for president in 2012. We've seen a similar announcement from Tim Pawlenty in Minnesota, who was one of those who was a runner-up for John McCain's running mate to Sarah Palin. You have infinitely more flexibility if you have the ability to raise money to travel when you're not the governor, especially if you live in a state like Alaska. Sarah Palin now has the national profile. She has the ability to raise money, and so you have to think that Sarah Palin is weighing her ability to overcome some of the baggage she would bring to that race and potentially run in 2012.
Okay. Joining the conversation right now is MSNBC's David Schuster, also on the phone from Washington. David, I want to throw these numbers by you. Just last month, there was a CNN Opinion Research Corporation poll that showed Palin as the presidential co-favorite of the Republican Party right now, the Republican electorate, this along with Mitt Romney and Mike Huckabee. Those three really leading the pack right now, again, according to this one poll last month. What do you make of that? What do you make of her viability as a presidential candidate possibility for 2012?
Well, right now, I don't think she's viable at all. I mean, she can raise a lot of money for the diehard conservative base, but when you have a candidate who has gone through the kind of thing that she's gone through, and that is you have Republican strategists, top Republicans in the party across the country who are openly saying that she's even worse a candidate than people thought, that she's not smart, that she has problems with the truth. I mean, that's not the position you want somebody to be in trying to prepare a national campaign. And the fact of the matter is the wounds are still very fresh. And you're seeing, for example, just in the Vanity Fair article that we saw that Todd Purdom wrote, there is sort of an open war on Sarah Palin by elements of the Republican Party. And at a certain point, she has to figure out a way to let that stuff sort of burn out before I think she's going to be in a position to be able to put together a national campaign.
You know, John, I want to talk about her standing right now in the state of Alaska. This is a woman who enjoyed 90% approval rating polls there within her home state for quite some time. That has dropped precipitously. The numbers right now of a approval rating in the low or mid-50s. You know, the average politician wouldn't think that's bad. We know that the president's approval rating since the highs there just post his being inaugurated and put into office, they've dropped to about the mid-50s range, and that's considered good. But how much does Sarah Palin need to reach out not only to her Alaskan constituents but others across this country if she wants to make a tremendous bid as president of the United States in 2012?
No, she's got an awful lot of work to do, Alex. I agree with David's assessment. I think at this moment she is the best known of the candidates. I think that's what you're seeing reflected in the poll that you cited. But I think she is not especially viable as a true heavyweight contender for the nomination. That doesn't mean it can't happen over the next couple of years, but I think at this moment it's a very difficult road for her.